Use these microphones and do your thing.
Hi, everybody! Oh my God, happy Stonewall, happy Pride. My name is Akile Van Ricka. I'm a comedian. And, thank you, I have been every letter of LGBT at some point in my life. I'm going for a woke EGOT. When I first started my transition, when I started pursuing hormones, I thought that testosterone was going to turn me into Coleman Domingo. Like tall, literally. I've settled into my life as like a guest lecturer at a corporate ayahuasca retreat. Did you see how that lady took my chair? I was sitting right there the whole time. Look at my poor Snoopy backpack on the ground. You know, it's an interesting time to be transgender and work in childcare. I feel like the goat from Wicked. Oh my God, are you Elphaba? Are you Glinda? Are you Elphaba? I'm Dr. Dillamond. I know why the caged goat sings. My job title is elementary school theater specialist. I know why the caged goat teaches devised theater to 8-year-olds. Yes! Those who can't do, bleat. I'm so happy to be at Stonewall. I owe so much of the fluidity that I've been allowed over my life to the people who fought right here. Fluidity is tricky at a school because like I've settled so much into being an effeminate gay guy theater teacher at this job that some of the children have started calling me Miss Akile. It touches a bit of a nerve yet, but don't worry, they don't know I'm transgender. So they're not being transphobic. They are being homophobic. Do y'all know what it's called when a group of children are so accepting of their transgender educator that their homophobia circles all the way back around into their transphobia? Yeah. That's called progress. Yeah. Hit myself in the teeth, that's okay. I can handle being the gayest at my job. I'm having a really hard time being the whitest person at my job. I work in ungentrified Bed-Stuy, so like the Overton window shapes. I am the whitest person there in terms of the color of my skin and the content of my character. I wish I had a blacker response to stress. I do, because I think that stress makes me white. Because I come in at the top of the day, and I'm literally so normal and so black. I'm like, good afternoon, how we doing, da-da-da-da-da. And then I get in the cafeteria, and I hear every noise in the world at once. Like there's a kid screaming, there's kids fighting, there's kids being really cool, but it all comes together, and I'm like, it all runs together, it overstimulates me. And this stresses me out, it makes me white, and so then I run to my supervisor, and I'm like, is there a reason we're not following the designated schedule? No, I'm not mad, I just want to know. You know, Louis started the show out with some Mulan, and BD Wong is right here. Would y'all like to hear a song that made me transgender? Yeah! Oh my God, you guys want me to sing? But it starts like this. Look at me. Yeah. I will never pass. And the song could end right there. But it keeps going. I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Now, what could be the common denominator between a bride and a daughter? What is the unifying thing between a bride and a daughter? I think it is women. But yeah, I used to run that song back over and over and over on the DVD player, and my mom would be like, are you watching that part of Mulan again? Not even the high part? And I was like, you don't have to worry about it. And then somehow she was like, surprised when I came out of the music. Guys, I have a new boyfriend. Hey. Pussy tighter than the which is to say, last summer, truly anybody could have passed through. But the events of February 2026 have changed some shit around. We're closed for business. However, if you are Panamanian, Iranian, or Liberian, and you've got $2 million on you, we can still talk. We can still talk. I have a hot new boyfriend. My mom has a hot new girlfriend. Happy Pride to my mom. She is dating a woman for the first time in her life, and I am thrilled. Because like she's becoming herself in a loving relationship, whatever, gay. What I am interested in is that finally I know more about something than she knows. Because my mother is a very learned woman, you know, like she lived through Jim Crow, she went to law school, and like I may not have agitated for Black history courses during the Boston busing crisis, and I may not know what jurisprudence means, but I do know ball when it comes to picking up a butch lesbian. I do, because I have a stud past. Oh. White people, do we know studs? Do we know studs? I hope so at Stonewall. Okay, here are the studs I think like Black, masculine, lesbian. Here are the studs I think white people are most likely to know. 1, Brittany Griner. Lena Waithe from Master of None. Me in 7th grade. Okay, copy. Because like, Queen Latifah, thank you! Queen Latifah specifically with the cornrows and the white feet. And so like, but the thing is now my mom is the middle schooler panicking over girls. It's really sweet. Literally, she came up to me and she was like, Akila, Tara just said that she appreciates me. I was like, Mom, she appreciates you. Ah! And she was like, appreciates my smile, like my laugh. And I was like, Mom, this is a butch lady who buys all of your drinks and walks you to your car, and she appreciates you. And she still didn't get it. And I had to be like, Mom, she wants to fuck you, and you have to let her. Somewhere in Boston, my mom is getting fucked by a stud, and somewhere in heaven, Stormae Del Varia is like looking down at me like, my hand is My dad keeps being like, when am I gonna be in the act? I don't know how to tell him I'm not funny enough to write a joke about him that's not punching down. I know, sorry, but I'll leave you guys with this. I was pillow talking with a grinder a couple while ago, and pre-boyfriend, and he asked me a very interesting question, which was, Akile, if you could go back and do it all again, would you choose to have been born a boy? Crazy question after sex, crazy word, crazy word. But I think my answer is no, because like, sure, things would have been easier if I'd been born a boy, but if I had been born with a penis, then I wouldn't have experienced misogyny as a child. And if I hadn't experienced misogyny as a child, I think I would have fallen down the Black Israelite pipeline. Yeah, because like, they keep almost getting me, almost, because they start normal. They start with like, we gotta stick together as a community, and I'm like, yes. And then they're like, white people are the devil, and I'm like, yes. That aligns with my experience of the world. And then they're like, white people were invented 6,000 years ago by an evil scientist named Yakub in a giant lab. And I'm like, ooh, okay. Like my black girl critical thinking kicks in, you know? Because 6,000 years ago, we hadn't even like cracked the written word yet. I'm pretty sure we were still in hieroglyphic territory. If we hadn't made like written word kind of advancements, I don't understand how we would have had the scientific advancement to make a whole race of people smell like nickels. Controversial! I can say it, my dad's white. White dad reveal at the end of the set. Did you guys know that the B in LGBT stands for biracial, actually? But my thing with hoteps, like, I love that they are so intense about liberation. We should all be that intense about liberation. What I don't like is that they seem to think that liberation comes at the cost of marginalized people, you know? Like, they always have some shit to say about black people, or excuse me, about women, about like everybody under the sun. They're very much like white queers in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Ooh. Don't take up on me, it's okay. Stonewall, this is a call-in. Ways that hoteps and white queers are like funhouse image mirrors of each other. Using words you do not understand the historical context of. Playing the victim. Why don't you know the name of the country of those beads that you're wearing? Why don't you know the name? That's the thing. But yeah, hoteps always have some shit to say about women, about gay people, about Asian people, whoever. I'm over it. Particularly like black single moms. Hoteps are always on some shit that's like, black single moms do this, black single moms don't do that. Like, oh, black single moms are turning all of our boys into girls. It's horseshit. I was raised by a black single mom. When is she gonna get her credit for turning girls into boys? Right. Stick around for the raffle. Give it up for Louise. Give it up for BT.
Take your fucking chair.